Hello, everybody. It is January 1st, 2023. We survived another year. We have a fresh start, 365 chances to get it right. So don't really have a topic again today other than one thing we're going to talk about is skincare. And we're also going to talk about the things that I would like to see happen in 2023. So, I had already started recording a video, and in this video, I explained that I had already washed my face and my face was clean. I had a conversation with my oldest daughter this morning who watched my first video, and she saw where I had said I don't have a skincare routine. So she messaged me. She's like, I can help you develop one if you like. It's like, okay, cool. So she was telling me about the stuff that she does. Y'all, 35 years old. In a month and 6 days, I'm going to be 36. Okay. I've spent my entire life washing my face with bar soap. Well, no, I take that back. I didn't always use bar soap on my face. When I lived with my mom bought me like skincare products, and she bought me like face washes and exfoliators and moisturizers and stuff like that. Hold on, I'm blurry. Okay. There. I think I fixed the blur. Anyway, but pretty much since I was a teenager, all I've used on my face is bar soap. Because I didn't know any better. I really didn't. Um, so my daughter was horrified to learn. There we go. We're not blurry. That I use bar soap on my face, and she was like, "No, that's what we're not gonna do anymore." I do have to do it for at least the next 5 days until payday, but after that, I'm buying an actual facial cleanser thing. Anyway, we discussed moisturizer. I said in my first video, that I had bought some moisturizer stuff last year, but I couldn't find it, so I was using this. I actually found my moisturizer today. So this is my daytime moisturizer. Bought this a year ago. L'Oreal Revitalift. And this is my overnight moisturizer by L'Oreal Revitalift. I've actually already used it because, as I said, I had started making a video where yeah, but then I messed up and I called my kid by her real name, so I had to start over because I don't have editing software. So anyway, I've already moisturized my face. I washed my face before I started the video with Yield Irish Spring. She uses Irish Spring on her face. Yes, I do. But when you know better, you do better. And now I know better, so I will do better. I've already washed my face, and then I used my daytime moisturizer, and then she was talking about sunscreen. And it was like, I don't have sunscreen. I have sunblock that I bought like last year or the year before when we were all going to the beach. She's like, well, that'll work for now until you can get some facial sunscreen, because facial sunscreen has a different molecular makeup, the way it like it interacts with your skin and everything. You right. But until I can buy that, we gonna use Yield Equate Sport Sunscreen SPF 70. It was really funny because I told her, I was like, I have sunscreen. And I was like, wait, no, I don't. I have sunblock. And she was like, well, I guess that would work. I was wrong. It is, in fact, indeed sunscreen. So I've already applied that as well. So we've washed, we've moisturized, and we have sunscreened. So now I guess I'm going to jump into the makeup side of it. So I want to talk about 2023 today. As I mentioned in my first video, I am a Christian. I believe what the Bible says. So one thing that I have chose to do for 2023 is to be careful with my words, which I know it is what you're thinking, but it's not what you're thinking. Like, I do want to be careful with my words for like how I speak to people, but mainly what I mean is I believe what the Bible says. In Proverbs 18:21, death and life are in the power of the tongue, and they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof. Okay, which means you have power to speak life or speak death, which means you can speak positive or you can speak negative. But what you speak is what's going to happen. Okay, some people call it manifesting. I'm not going to call it manifesting because a lot of people that refer to it as manifesting, or that a lot of people that are into manifesting, they're like into New Age and Wicca, and I'm not knocking those that are. You do you, boo. That's you. And I love you. It's just not for me. So I don't do like vision boards or anything like that. And it might be pagan related. Maybe I'm just being ultra paranoid. I'll do some research into it. So yeah. But I do want to start being more careful with what I say. I spent a lot of 2021 and 2022 using phrases like I'm broke, I'm poor, I'm fat, I'm ugly. And then I sit back and I look at, my year and I reflect on how my year went. And I realize I was broke. I was always broke. Even when I had money, I was broke. And my weight fluctuated a lot. I never could seem to get control of my weight. In 2020, I lost a lot of weight. I actually got down to like 143 pounds, which I was super proud of, not understanding how sick I looked. Like, I had people that thought I was on drugs. I actually got into an argument with a friend of mine because she assumed I was on drugs and she called me out on it. And I was like, I'm not on drugs. I'm a single parent who works all the time and I've been changing my eating habits and I've been eating healthier, but I'm also stressed all the time and stress causes weight loss. But anyway, I wasn't on drugs. I just sometimes I would forget to eat. Um I also had an eating disorder, so I was obsessed with weight. That was my whole focus. 2020 was get skinny, get skinny, get skinny, get skinny. And I did. But I wasn't healthy. 2021 started gaining my weight back. Got really depressed about it. 2022 was pretty much accepting I'm fat and that's just all there is to it. And not trying to do anything about my weight or my health. 2021 and 2022 were horrible for my mental health. My mental health was all over the place. There, for example, in 2022, for a month straight, the only thing I ate morning, noon, and night was ice cream. And I told myself, I know I'm going to gain weight from this. I'm not going to complain about my weight gain. I'm not going to call myself because it's my own fault. But yeah, literally, all I ate for like a month straight, morning, noon, and night, was ice cream. And then there was another month where all I ate, morning, noon, and night, was peanut butter. Okay. So I was unhealthy. No matter how much money I made or how little money I made, I never had money. I was always borrowing from Peter to pay Paul, or however that quote goes. I'm not going to be like that in 2023. I refuse. I currently don't have a job. I am working on it. I did state yesterday that I didn't have a job. I am working on that. But I'm not going to use the phrases in 2023 that I'm poor or I'm broke. Why am I trying to contour with my concealer? I did the exact same thing yesterday. Why, Jennifer? Why? I said my real name. It's fine. It is what it is. Most of you that are currently watching this already know my real name. Anyway, why Mama False? Why? We don't use concealer for contouring. Ooh, my skin is burning. Ooh. Anyway, I don't know why my skin is burning, but it is. I'm not going to use the terms I'm broke or I'm poor. I'm not going to use the term I'm fat. I did step on my scale today because I figure it's New Year's Day. Let's get a. Oh, we're blurry. Stop. Stop it. Stop it. Okay. Focus. Focus. Focus, dude. Why? Why are you doing this? Do you hate me? Like, really? Come on. Swear to God, I'll do that in a little bit when we're done with this video. Anyway, I did step on my scale today. Usually I avoid stepping on the scale because it makes me sad. But I decided one thing that we're focusing on 2023, and I made a TikTok about it. I'll include my TikTok handle down below if anybody's interested in following me, in case you don't already. But I think the majority of you that are watching this Ah, okay. We fixed the blur. I think the majority of you that are watching this right now already follow me on TikTok, but in the future, there may be somebody that watches this. It's like, hey, I watch their TikTok content. So I'll post my TikTok handle down below. But anyway, made a TikTok today basically saying that in 2023, yes, I want to lose weight, but I don't want that to be. I've got like a face demon that popped up overnight, like right here. So yeah, we're gonna use concealer on that. I don't want my focus to be on weight loss because that's what I was obsessed with in 2020. I want my focus rather. Oh, I've got to blend this out because it's burning. It's probably a sign that I probably shouldn't be using it. I want my focus on 2023 to be health, physical health, mental health. I explained in the video, and as you just heard about the great peanut butter and the great ice cream fiasco, that I don't take care of my body. I have a horrible eating habit, so forth and so on. I don't eat healthy. I don't take care of myself. And that's why I stay sick all the time. And in 2023, I want to put it into that. So I did step on my scale. I weigh 200.2 pounds, which means I have lost weight. All right, let's carve out them cheekbones, girl. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I am going to ask my husband to bring me home a case of water because I know I need to drink water, but my water that comes out of my tap tastes horrible. And I don't have a water purifier. I can invest in one. I can get like a water purifier pitcher. I think that's what I'll end up doing. But for now, just cases of purified water. I would rather get the pitcher and have to replace the filter every couple of months than to continue to buy cases of purified water because that's a lot of plastic. And there's not a recycling. I live in a very small town. There is not a recycling place in my town. So, reduce plastic waste. Anyway. Um, I'm gonna make the same mistakes we made last night, and we're gonna be shiny. I am gonna ask him to bring me home some water. I took my vitamins today for the first time in forever. I bought them and I just never took them. So I have this one, GNC One Daily Multivitamin for Women, that is specifically for energy. Took it. As stated in my first video, I had COVID in July, and ever since I had COVID, my hair has fallen out so bad. Like, look how thin my hair is. My hair is still falling out in wads every time I wash it. So I have hair, skin, and nails gummies. It's 2 a day. So I took that. Remember the horrible immune system I mentioned? I've started taking a vitamin C supplement. I actually bought it. So I bought the first bottle when I had COVID, and then I lost it. So when I got sick last week, I went and bought another bottle, and I was taking this like crazy. And I have a bottle of zinc around here somewhere. I need to take it to kind of boost my immune system. I also have some vitamin D3 somewhere. I need to go back to taking it because vitamin D3 is good for your skin. It's good for your immune system, but it's amazing for mental health. I originally started taking D3 in like 2018, I think. And the reason why I started taking it was I was dealing with this horrific leg pain, like especially at night when I was trying to sleep. I thought I had restless leg syndrome, but my legs hurt so bad all the time. My legs, my back. So I started doing some research. I remembered the church that I used to go to. I was still going to that church at the time. I remember the pastor's wife one time talking about this horrific leg pain that she was dealing with that she thought was just arthritis, which I have arthritis as well. And so like she was talking about how it was like the middle of July and it was like 103 degrees outside and her body was hurting so bad. And all she could think about was like stretching across the asphalt and absorbing the heat into her bones because her bones hurt so bad. So she went to her doctor, and it turned out she had a severe vitamin D3 deficiency. He wrote her this prescription for like super duper strength vitamin D3 that she had to take once a day. She started taking it. Instantly, she started feeling better. So I decided to Google vitamin D3 deficiency, and it gave this big long list of symptoms and stuff that you deal with when you have D3 deficiency: depression, anxiety, insomnia, bone pain, recurring chronic upper respiratory infections, just brain fog, all this crap, hair loss, all this crap that I had every single symptom of. So I started taking a vitamin D3 supplement, and I started feeling better. Like, my depression got better, my brain fog went away, I had mental clarity, I could focus, my body felt better. And I took it religiously for about 2 years, and then I stopped. Because that's just how I am. I was about to say something negative about myself, but I stopped myself. So anyway, said all that to say, I need to get back on my D3. All right. So we have contoured, we have concealed, we have foundationed. Let's go into the eyes. My daughter, so, with it being New Year's Day, I thought about doing like a New Year's glam look, as glam as I can possibly do, because I suck at makeup. Just being real. Okay, no, I don't suck at makeup. I'm just uneducated in makeup. There, that's better. My daughter's got me this for Christmas a few years ago. It's called the Color Workshop Smoky Eyeshadow Palette, and I'm pretty sure they got it for me from Five Below. And I think I've only ever used it a couple of times. Like, you can tell by looking at it. It's not very used at all. I can't remember. Did y'all get me this for Christmas or my birthday? It was my birthday. That's right. I've really never used it. So today we're going to use this. I forgot to use primer. Oh my gosh. Oh well, it's too late now. Foundation, everything's already on. Good thing I put concealer on my eyelids to prime them, I guess. Anywho, thought about doing like a New Year's Eve party type look. Where's my makeup box, girls? Yes, my makeup box. Thank you, because there's another eyeshadow palette in there that I want. Thank you. But yeah, the reason why I had to delete the video that I was making and start over is because I messed up and called Feeneykin back there by her actual name, which I don't want that on the internet for obvious reasons, because safety. Okay, I apparently don't have that. The palette isn't what I remember it being. But we're going to do a combination of this palette. Don't ask me what it is or where it's from, because I couldn't tell you. So back in December of 2019, I started dating this guy that I met on Facebook. I'm not going to say his name. Obviously, we didn't work out because I'm married to somebody else. Anyway, for Christmas that year, he bought me this makeup thing from Walmart. You see them all the time at Christmas time. It'll have like a bunch of different eyeshadow palettes to choose from, some lipsticks to choose from, nail polishes, stuff like that. Usually they're about $30. Well, he bought me one for Christmas that year. And I have this one and like 2 or 3 other eyeshadow palettes that were in it. And as you can tell, it is well loved. It is well loved. So anyway, I thought I would combine this with this and come up with like a New Year's Eve type palette. And I gotta hurry because we're already at 19 minutes. Oh, girl. Anyway, so I'm gonna start off with this light silvery color on the end. We're gonna use that and just pack it on the lid. So yeah, back to my 2023 goals. Speak life. I am choosing in 2023 to speak life instead of death. I've spent the past 3 years of my life speaking negatively. This is going to be patchy, but we're going to make it work. Speaking negatively, and 2021 and 2022 was just not a good year at all. I mean, obviously it had its moments that were good, but in general, they were pretty unhappy. So I'm going to speak life 2023. And one of the things I'm going to speak life into is myself. I'm going to take control of my mental and my physical health. Ooh, this is pretty. I'm claiming that in 2023, I am going to be a healthier person all around. That is what I'm claiming. I do want to eat healthier. See, that is one thing that I did right in 2020 with my weight loss. I did change my eating habits. I was eating a lot of fresh vegetables. I don't fry food because I'm terrified of grease. There was an incident when I was pregnant with my oldest. I have a scar from it. I did something stupid because I didn't know I wasn't supposed to do it. I got splattered with very hot grease and it burned me. And I have been terrified of grease ever since. So, like, the only thing I fry is like bacon. So, if anything gets fried in my house, my husband fries it. Well, obviously, in 2020, I didn't know him because I didn't meet him until December 25th of 2020. So, all my food was like baked, right? All my meat baked. Like, I would come home on my lunch break because I worked like 5 minutes from my house, if even 5 minutes. And I worked in the meat department. So I would buy like stir fry, like beef stir fry meat. And then I would go over to the produce section where we had like all of the salad stuff at, like the bag salads. Whew. This ain't turning out like I wanted to. I hope it blends out pretty. And we had this thing. They don't sell it anymore. I've been looking for it in my town. I can't find it. I don't know if it got discontinued or what, but it was called like Sunflower Crunch or something like that. And basically, it was like shredded cabbage and stuff. And I would use it. I'd come home, I'd throw it in a skillet with stir fry meat, and I'd make like a beef stir fry and I'd eat it. It was delicious. I loved it. I'd eat stuff like that. Or I would eat like tuna fillets and like Brussels sprouts and like zucchini. I just ate really healthy. And that's one of the reasons why I lost as much weight as I did. But then I got obsessed with it and I took it way too far. I don't want to do that again. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and blend this. But I do want to eat better. I don't eat like that anymore. I want to get back to it. Even if it means I have to go back to like cooking separately for myself from the rest of my family. Because my husband, he doesn't eat stuff like that. My husband is a very picky eater. God love him. I love him to death, but he is picky. He don't eat vegetables. He just don't. Well, he eats green beans. He eats corn, which isn't technically a vegetable. It's a starch, but I call it a vegetable. And he eats potatoes. That's like it. That's it. So I would definitely have to cook separate. I'm okay with that. I don't mind. Ugh. The fallout. There is so much fallout from this palette. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm making it worse. I'm smearing it everywhere. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. Okay. We're going to fix it with concealer. We're going to clean it up with some concealer. So that's what I see them do on YouTube. And I'm trying to be a real YouTuber here. Speaking of, so I found out today what I have to do to get monetized. I have to have 1,000 subscribers. I have 5. We need 995 more. So help your girl out. And I need 4,000 hours of watch time before I can be monetized. So, help your girl out. Send my videos to your friends. And be like, hey, watch my friend, please. Help her out. Okay, there. We cleaned that up. All right. So now I'm going to do the black, but I'm going to use it from this palette. Oh, I'm dreading the fallout, guys. I remember now why I never use this palette, and I feel guilty that I never use it because my girls did buy it for me as a gift. But I remember now that's why I never use it, because it has such horrendous fallout. Okay, so note to self, in the future when I use this palette, I need to do eyes first and then foundation and everything. All right. So yeah, I want to eat healthier. Um, Usually I would say I want to get a gym membership, but I had a gym membership in 2022 and I never went. I had a gym membership in 2021. I've had some excuse. I work too much. I'm too tired. I'm sick. Which at least half of 2021 and 2022 was spent sick. So there's that. So to start off, I'm just gonna do like little things at home. Push-ups, sit-ups, crunches, maybe jumping. Yeah, it would shake the whole house. If I can do it outside, it's hot outside. Anyway, everyone's like, you should try walking. Well, number one, I live in the South. I live in Alabama, where 95% of the year it is hot. Lazy. I am overweight. I'm not going to say fat. I am overweight, though. That is a fact. That is a medical fact. I'm overweight. Why is my phone making noise? No. Shut up. I have asthma, which does not react well with heat. So I prefer gym memberships because it's climate controlled. I get in there, do a treadmill, yo. I get on the elliptical. Me and the elliptical have a love-hate relationship, honey. Let me tell you. I love the elliptical because it's easier on my knees and on my back. As I mentioned, I have arthritis. But I hate the elliptical because it works me out good. Hunty, my legs feel like jello by the time I get off that. So at some point this year, I do intend to return to the gym. But before I can return to the gym, number one, I have to have the finances to return to the gym. And number two, I'll have to get out of this lazy funk that I'm in. Okay? So being sick for the past 2 weeks and spending the past 2 weeks in my bed has not helped me at all. It has cultivated a major culture of laziness. All right, let her go. You're making her mad. Thank you. Talking to my kids about the cat. Um, so as I mentioned, it is New Year's Eve. I mean New Year's Day, and I promise this has to do with laziness. There is superstitions. I don't know if they're like if this is like all over the U.S. But especially here in the South, there's this superstition that on New Year's Day you're not supposed to do housework because whatever you do on New Year's Day is what you'll be doing the whole year. Okay. Which, first of all, doesn't make sense to me. So you're telling me don't do housework on New Year's Day because that's what I'll be doing all year. I am a mom and a wife. So technically, if whatever I'm doing on New Year's Day is what I'm going to be doing all year, should I be doing housework and taking care of my family? Because otherwise, I'm going to spend the year not doing that. Right? There's also the old saying, don't wash clothes on New Year's Day or one of your loved ones will be washed away, which means they're going to die. I washed clothes today, or at least I attempted to. I found out that my washing machine is broken. So when my husband gets home, I'm going to have to go to the laundromat. I thought that I'd solved the problem or whatever, but I didn't. It's actually broken. So I'm going to have to go to the laundromat. All right, so we're going to use this Believe Beauty. It's supposed to be velvet matte liquid lipstick. It's in the color cherry on top. It's from Dollar General. I'm going to use it today. Okay. Mm. I both hate and love doing my lipstick at the same time. Okay, good enough. And we're going to do our blush and then our highlight while this dries. So, I did laundry today. I cleaned parts of my room. You can't see it, and I'm not going to show you. Well, you might be able to see it, but anyway, my room's a disaster. So the parts of my room that you can't see that are hidden by my camera, I worked on those today because a good part of 2022, when I wasn't at work, I was in my bed. Thank you, depression. Ooh, that's dark blush. Okay, I went a little too hard on that today, but oh well. So I decided that today I was not going to spend all day in my bed on TikTok. And I'm doing laundry. I cleaned parts of my room. I'm making a video. The point is, I'm not going to stay in my bed all day watching TikTok. So there's step one. I'm making progress. I've taken my vitamins. I ate lunch. I'm not in my bed scrolling TikTok. I'm working on being a better me, as we all should. Is she pretty? Look at that. Oh, I love this. It's highlight and contour by Profusion Cosmetics, which if I remember correctly, my palette, oh my gosh. Stop. Come back. Come back. Come back. Anyway, if I remember correctly, my eyeshadow palette is also, it's also from Profusion Cosmetics. So, the one I used yesterday. Okay, we're just going to be blurry for the rest of this video, apparently. Come on. Come on. Focus. Focus, dude. I feel like the majority of my video is me telling the camera to focus. All right, we're at 32 minutes. So we're going to go ahead and highlight the other side. I mean, you can see it. We're going to do this side, and then I guess we're going to end. So what are your goals that you're working on in 2023? Leave it in the comment section down below. One thing is for me to get a good camera, because my husband's web camera that I'm using keeps going blurry. It does the same thing when we stream on Twitch. Yes, that noise is shiny. I'm so shiny. All right, hold on. I'm about to help with that. So while I can't find my powder, I can find my powder brush. Oh, there we go. We're not blurry anymore. So I'm just going to kind of... That didn't help much, but we're just going to try to blend this out a little bit. Like I said, I am not a makeup expert by any means, but we make do with what we got. We make do with what we know. And that was today's video. This is my New Year's party look. If I were the type that went partying on New Year's, I imagine this is something I would wear. But I'm a homebody. I stay home. I actually made it to midnight last night. I didn't think I was going to. I made it to midnight last night. And my adopted brother, which I love so much, called me at midnight to tell me Happy New Year's. And that made my night. So, yeah. Love, peace, and chicken grease. I'll see you on the next video.